Record.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It's 11:33. How's that for magic? All the magic numbers. I hope this finds you in fine fettle. I am shortly going to be delivering a meditation at a beautiful shop near me called Juno. Hey, Juno, what I know. And so I just thought I would record it here also for Substack. The crystal that we will be meditating with today is the Golden Healer, and it's known for its empowerment, its serenity, and delight, which is interesting because I did a meditation there on delight just recently. And so I would love to ask you the question, what does empowerment mean to you? What does empowerment mean to you? And it can be a sticky old word in many ways, because certainly it's a word that I grapple with because of my own background. Empowerment. Ooh, I don't want to be proud or haughty now. So empowerment, that's what we're going to be meditating on today. Well, actually we're not, but in a roundabout way we are. So and I think the empowerment is such an important thing to look at, because then when we're in our center, when we're in our power, the serenity is a natural byproduct, as is the delight of life. Life's a lot more easeful, perhaps. And it just put me in mind this morning of, we all are probably familiar with the story of the flea in a jar, and how you can put a flea in a jar and at first it will put the lid on and it will hit the lid, and then over time it will jump less high, and then eventually it will just kind of barely come off the bottom of the jar, and then you can take the lid off and it won't jump out because it's conditioned itself to not be able to, so to only jump so high. And the thing is, in so many ways, we can be like that flea, in that we've conditioned ourselves to believe that we can't jump very high, that we are limited on what we can achieve. And even if that achievement is deep inner peace. And I read a wonderful quote this morning by Admiral Richard Byrd. I think it's Byrd, B-Y-R-D. And he observed that few people during their lifetime come anywhere near exhausting the resources dwelling within them. There are deep wells of strength that are never used. So few people during their lifetime come anywhere near exhausting the resources dwelling within them. So how can we tap into those deep wells of strength? Well, certainly one way is through meditation, and we can sit with what is. And if you had a weekend like I just have, that can be extraordinarily challenging. And yet, even if we can sit with what is, no matter how uncomfortable that is, even if it's for 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, that's pretty darn fantastic. That we're winning somewhere if we cannot want to fix it. I heard someone say something the other day which I really, really agree with. She said, it's not about becoming the best version of ourselves, it's learning to love ourselves through the, I can't remember her wording, but it's learning to love ourselves when we're really feeling in the shit. When we're really feeling, the anger or the frustration or the pain or the grief or the shame, huge one for me, ongoing to work through. So just before we go into meditation, final quote: it's not the situation at hand that is painful, it's the feeling underneath that situation. And if you surrender that, the entire story collapses into stillness. So it's not the situation at hand that's painful, it's the feeling underneath the situation. And that when we sit with that feeling, this space opens up within, and then we can, what does Matt Kahn say, the lovely Matt Kahn? All of the feelings, they deserve more love, not less, because all of the energy, all of the feelings, like Tara Brach says, all of the feelings are, it's simply a life, loving life. Sometimes they're just a bit confused and perhaps fragmented. So let's do a little bit of meditating. And so you can close down your eyes when you feel ready to. Take a nice deep belly down into the belly, into your womb space, even if that's an energetic womb, or into your balls. Deep, deep, really breathe in down into the bowels of your being, filling the lungs, and then a long, slow exhale out. Let's do that a couple of times here. And to be honest, if that's all you did today, your nervous system will thank you. And so you can just become aware of the body, where it's at, where are you gripping on for dear life today? You know, where's the tension? Is it in the belly? Is it in the solar plexus? Is it in the shoulders? The neck? Where's the tension? Just bringing awareness to it is everything. And perhaps tension, now you've brought awareness to it, just starts to soften a little. You can straighten your spine. Just planting yourself into this moment with ease and with care, like you would a little tender plant. And now I invite you to just call back your energy from wherever it's been scattered this morning or today, whenever you're listening to this. Perhaps it's in your phone, or it's some conversation you've had. Perhaps it's with the TV news. God help us. God save us from the fear-mongering news. Perhaps it's with some situation or story in your life that's very challenging to release, to let go of. As we're searching for answers, grappling. Just call your energy back, and maybe you see that as golden threads, strands, or maybe you see it as little golden orbs, like the the golden heel crystal, just all returning to you. Upping your energy meter up. And so now just bringing to mind one emotion or one feeling that is perhaps at the moment stopping you from feeling your full empowerment. Perhaps there's a feeling of frustration or helplessness. Perhaps there's a lot of pain, the anger from past. Perhaps there's shame, a feeling of shrinking. Maybe you can only see the storyline, the narrative of this a challenging situation. So I invite you to feel into what's the feeling beneath that story. What's going on there with the feeling? Is it sadness? A fear of some description. Fear you can't make the rent, or fear that you're going to be abandoned. The fear of being alone, fear of silence. What's the fear, the feeling? And now we can just observe where that sits in our body. We can kind of map it, if you like. I feel a lot either in my wound space or my solar plexus. Might be for you, it might be in your jaw or your neck or chest, throat. Where do you feel it? And if you could attribute it to color, what would the color be of this energy? That's all it really is, really, just energy wanting to move through us. If you could give it a color, what would the color be? If it doesn't have a color, give it a color. What does it sound like? If it doesn't have a sound, give it a sound. What's the texture like? If it doesn't have a texture, by all means, give it a texture. Maybe it's like a boulder sat in the solar plexus, or maybe it's a prickly feeling. What's the texture? The beauty of this is that we're not fixing, we're not coming at things with the how or from the mind. We're simply sitting with the feeling, and that's sometimes the hardest part. And if we can manage to do that, oh my goodness, we're on to something. And now you've mapped the energy, you could just perhaps investigate what is, very gently, you could ask what it wants, what it needs. What is it wanting you to see? What's its message to you? Is it that you perhaps require more stillness in life, or more silence, or more courage to say no, to have boundaries? Slow down, to be more fully you. You can thank it. You can thank it for being there. Reassure it that you are driving the bus. If you were on a tandem, you're on the front seat. They can sit behind you. It's allowed to be there, but you are master of the ship. And now you might see the beautiful golden colour of the golden healer, the crystal. And you see it as a huge orb of energy above you. And just imagine that golden light, the energy of delight, empowerment, serenity, just coming in through your crown, down through your throat, down your back, swirling around your heart, solar plexus, your womb space, down your thighs and legs, shooting out of your feet and right into the ground, really grounding into the earth and connecting to the earth's healing, to the earth's healing properties. And you can imagine that golden delight, this golden empowerment now spreading from your being, emanating all around you. Because there's a true self inside of us that's never felt diminished, that's never felt small or patronized or helpless. It's so pure and whole and complete and blissed out, and it's there for the taking within us all of the time. So you can just feel that surrounding you, that whole energy of empowerment, serenity. Take a nice deep breath. And perhaps rub your fingers together. Feeling the senses and the sensations. And stretch. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So, just before I go, I wrote down the following this morning. Let the anger, the rage, the sadness, and the grief come up. Don't busy ourselves from it or distract ourselves from it. Don't spend hours on scrolling to distract ourselves from it. Running from our own pain. Sit with it, feel it. Once it is felt, truly felt, there is release. And it's true, once that layer of anger has been peeled back, there will be another layer of pain and sadness, but sitting with it, causing the energy of it to dissipate, to have less control, we take back our power. And we keep the energy moving and we keep momentum through life. One of my favorite portions from a poem by Arthur Hugh Clough says, it's from the poem Say Not the Struggle, Naught Availeth. He said, for while the tired waves vainly breaking seem here no painful inch to gain, far back through creeks and inlets making, come silent, flooding in the main. So sometimes we might feel like the tide isn't coming in. It happens so slowly, so imperceptibly. And that is really the way it is with catching and releasing, shifting and changing, isn't it? It's like it's so sometimes so imperceptible, so subtle, but for every time we're able to sit with a feeling, to sit with an emotion, no matter how uncomfortable, to come back into the body, to feel things. Shifts happen, and sometimes it can be very quick, and sometimes it may take a long time, but it's always happening. The shifts are always happening. So don't busy yourself from the feeling, don't distract yourself from the feeling. The empowerment, the golden healer, as it were, is within us. So I'm gonna bid you adieu. Have a beautiful day, a sunshiny one, I hope, and farewell for now, folks. Until next time.